Good morning, LBHT crew. Good morning, Road Nation. Ladies and gentlemen, we are almost to July, and you know what that means? Absolutely nothing, because we still have about 4 more weeks left until training camp. So, hey, look, it's I think it's like 3 weeks now. Is it 3 weeks or is it 4? I think we started with 6 weeks. I think we're down to like 3 or 4 weeks. We still got a while to go. We still got a ways to go, ladies and gentlemen. That's okay. But we're here. We're going to have fun. We're going to enjoy our summer. And look, we get some quick morning shout outs, and we have another question to ask. All right. But who do we have in here? We have Joey. Salute, Joey. Good morning. Good morning. We got Carmelo Moody, Grand Rising, showing love on both channels. Appreciate that. McKnight, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Dr. Kush showing love on both channels. Appreciate that. We got Michael Akers in the house. Salute.
What's up?
We got TC. Good morning. We got Just Aloe. Salute.
Oh, man.
Good morning. Ashley showing love on both channels. Appreciate you. Reese, good morning. So, let's see. Corey Hunt. Good morning. Showing love on both channels. Appreciate you. Stretch, good morning. Neuropsych Sports, good morning.
What's up, fam?
Got God's favorite showing love on both channels. Salute.
Woody.
Team Ramey, blessed and highly favored. Salute to you. Yes. Terry Wood, salute. Showing love on both channels. Appreciate that. Team Ramey also showing love on both channels. Appreciate that. All right. Look. Last week we asked you guys a bunch of questions, and we were like, well, damn, what are we gonna ask this week? Because ain't nothing going on this week. But I don't think we talked about it's a rumor. I can't remember who put it out there because I didn't save it for this, but the rumor is the Ravens are working on getting Lamar Jackson. I wish they're working on that too. They're working on getting Zay Flowers extended before the start of the season. Right, like during this quiet time, they're quietly trying to work on getting that extension done. So he will be one of the higher paid. I don't think he'll be the highest paid wide receiver, but he'll be one of the higher paid wide receivers in the league, which I think is great for Zay. I think it's great for the organization. And I think that'd be one of the better moves for EDC, because he's easily the best wide receiver we've probably ever drafted. And at some point you have to reward your good players. You know what I mean? Like they always say, right player, right price, and all that stuff. And they typically mean that on defense. They don't pay too many offensive players over the years, big contracts. And this is a young wide receiver who's one of the better wide receivers in the league, who's coming into his prime. And, you got to give Lamar some consistent talent. So I'm happy about that.
I mean, it's crazy. Like you said, 31-year history. 29 years it took us to draft our first wide receiver voted to the Pro Bowl. He's done it in consecutive years, but it took that long for the Ravens to find an offensive weapon that can actually make it on its merit of just wide receiver alone. Now, can Zay become that first all-pro wide receiver? Like, that's crazy to say that an organization that's been around for as long as we have never had an all-pro wide receiver. We just made our first wide receiver strictly Pro Bowler. So once it took you this long to find that individual, why would you not pay him? I understand you normally go cheap on the wide receivers. You normally go cheap on the weapons, find older veterans, but why would you chance it? Why would you risk alienate Lamar? Because you haven't done an extension with him yet. So why would you risk that? So they better pay him. I don't care what he wants.
Facts. Where you at? You in your studio? I just noticed that.
Yeah, I am.
I noticed that.
6 hours.
Like he on vacation. I see some sunlight back there. Where are you?
That's a light.
Oh. I was like, hold up. I was like, you look a little too comfortable over there. I gotta ask, Hendo will make a move like that. Wait, hold on. I thought I saw Coach come in here. What's going on, Coach?
What's up, Coach?
Salute. Tyree says, "Good morning, LBHTShow. Good morning, Rogue Nation. Good morning, fellas. Hey, good morning to you. Tay got it. Salute. Thanks for coming through. Cam Dom. I see Willie Cooper in here. A Armstrong. Salute to all y'all.
Shout
out. Stretch. What's good? What's good? Yeah.
Akins, what's up?
Akins was good. But yeah. That's good. But now do more. Handle some witness protection.
Might be.
Yeah, but no. Now they gotta do more. Now they need to. I feel like they need to add more to the wide receiver room. But before I even get ahead of myself, right? Because this is the question we're gonna have for the day. This is a question we're gonna have for the morning. What are the expectations for the Ravens wide receiver room? Given this, if they bring back, well, I mean, Zay's not going anywhere this year anyway, but he's going to be here long term. It feels like,
right.
The other guy, number 7, that is highly debated. That's highly debated. But if you feel as strong as some of you feel about Bateman, and you look at the wide receivers that we brought in, what are your expectations for this wide receiver room? We'll do short term and long term. How do you feel? What's your expectations this year for these guys, and what are your expectations in the upcoming years?
That's a good one. In the interim, it's kind of hard to say, but I've seen a lot of articles. If you looked the last week or two, all you see is Jacoby Lane, Elijah Surratt, just the things that they've been doing on every website that you go to. You go to Twitter, you go everywhere. So what does that mean for Rashad Bateman? Because I'm not hearing anything about him. I'm hearing these young guys are coming in, stepping up, doing their thing, training, getting chemistry with Lamar. What does that mean for Rashad Bateman? And I think all the non-Rashad Bateman news, like you said, means he's not going to be here. So my expectations for this room is that short term, Zay Flowers is going to ball out, just like long term. But I also think that these young guys are going to play a more pivotal role. Now, with John Harbaugh gone, are we going to do the veteran route? Are we going to bring in somebody like a Keenan Allen, a Stephon Diggs, maybe a Tyreek Hill later on down the line? These young guys are going to have to play a prominent role. Even the young tight ends, they're going to play a role in this passing game. Now, long term, it depends on what these young guys can do in this offense. If they can get that separation that they did in college, if they can make those contested catches, can Tez Walker be that full-time starter? Can he get more reps and produce like he has in the short term? Now, I know a lot of people are excited that he has 3 touchdown catches off his 6 catches, but he's had about 6 drops as well. So if he can clean those things up, being that he's getting more playing time, more reps in practice, I think this season alone, we can surprise a lot of people just because they've never seen this offense before, even though there are some pundits out there that are really skeptical about what Lamar can do, even though he's had one of the greatest passing seasons ever, taking out the rushing yards. He's had one of the greatest passing seasons ever out of their favorite quarterbacks, but they still want to question him as a passer. So I think with that 4,000, 4,500 yard range, everybody's going to eat. So he's probably going to be that first all-pro wide receiver for the Ravens, another Pro Bowl. I think they should be fine, but that doesn't mean I think that they should stop adding to this room.
I just created a poll. Boom. I'm so proud of myself.
That fast.
I was like, because Adelia usually does this. I'm like, you can't put a poll on here. and I moved it. Look at that. Look at that.
The things we can do at our age.
I know. All right. Okay, let me keep this up because I'm gonna forget how to do that. 1 or 2 in the chat. Will Bateman be on the team at the beginning of the season? Okay. This has been highly debated. We're not even talking about what he's gonna do this season. Is he going to be on the team? Because yes, it has been pretty quiet with him. It is kind of weird that he, he started out working out with the team. Their first workouts, he was there. Right. And I was like, okay, cool. but then he wasn't doing anything. Just Aloe, one unfortunately it won't register. You gotta put 1 or 2. You can't put yes, you can't put no, you gotta put 1 or 2.
I be saying you can't just keep putting you just can't keep putting twos in here and think it's gonna keep working.
Nah. No. I'm just saying it's on to you. It's on to you. Hendo, look who's here.
Yes,
it's Tracy.
Good morning.
What's good, Tracy? Says good morning. Bateman has to go show me. It's got to show me. I'm tired of broken promises. I want them to add to the wide receiver room. Facts. That's where I'm at with Bateman. I want him to show me. That's all. I just want him to show me. You know, if he's here, obviously I'm gonna be rooting for him. Right. You know, I was really excited after the year before.
Yeah.
You know, and I thought, okay, he'll build off of that. I think a lot of us thought he'll build off of that. You know, and last year it just didn't happen, and you can only excuse but so much of it. He played in a lot of games, and not getting targets, to me, that ain't a good enough excuse. If you're supposed to be a top wide receiver, like if they're looking away from you, you need to be vocal about it. You need to let it be known, hey, I'm the guy here. You need to give me my reps, or ship me out.
Right. Yeah. It's a conundrum. I mean, you say if he garnered more targets, then his numbers would have been better. I don't know if that's true. I mean, he had the same number of targets that DeAndre Hopkins had, that had far worse numbers, and he's younger and in his prime. So his stats should be a little bit better. And I say to you, if he played a little bit better, if he maybe showed a little bit more in those routes, he would have gotten more targets. We know Lamar. If he feels like he can't trust you, he's not coming to you. You looked at Lamar's body language a lot of times when he threw his way, you could just see he's looking like he's not in the right spot. He's not giving enough effort. And he kind of gave up on him. Like, that's on Rashad, but he can turn things around. It's a new offense. We have new coaches. He may have new motivation. He's got new money. So there's a possibility he can do some things. And like you said, while he's a Raven, even if he's not a Raven, I want Rashad to do well. I want him to do things. And when he had that 700-yard 9-touchdown catch season, we thought that he was going to be we thought that he was going to be a consistent contributor to this offense. We didn't know last season he was going to fall off a cliff and give us.
Oh, you're going to be in Sutton's book. You're going to be in Sutton's book.
I don't care. Listen, Sutton. You're going to owe us an apology. We're not wishing on his downfall. We want him to play better. It's just he hasn't consistently shown us anything. What are we going to years? We're going into year 6. This man has like 2,200 yards, 2,200 yards total. What do you want me to do with that? And you're supposed to be a number 2, fringe number 1 wide receiver. You were at once the leader of this wide receiver room, and you let a young boy come in here and snatch your chain. Like, just play well. Just play decent. That's all I want. Your first round pick.
You know, that one is tough for me. All right, I'm gonna end this poll. It's almost 50-50. I'm gonna end this poll, and I'm gonna ask another question, another Bateman related question in a second. But all right, the yeses have it barely. Okay, the yeses got it. I don't know how to remove this now. Oh, wait. There we go.
That's okay.
I was like, oh man, this thing's stuck up here. Let me resume this. Yeah, I mean, he was a first round pick. We were all happy when they drafted him. Yeah. You know, it's sometimes you're just wrong about people. And going to his 6th year, I'm sorry for a first round pick. Like, even that year you had 900 yards, that's not good enough. He needed to build off of that. Now, how he had the year that Zay Flowers had last year, I'd be saying, yeah, no, Bateman's our guy. You know what I'm saying? Bateman's our guy. But you can't revert back to you know, the previous years. Right. So he has to show a whole lot. To me, he has to show a whole lot. He has to. I need him to show, you know, that 1A 1B type of year.
Right.
And if he does that, then nah, we don't need to go out there and get anybody. We got our guys. But it's time to be reliable. It can't be, oh, Lamar has to make it work for me to work.
Right.
You know, he has to go out there and show. Look, Antonio Brown said something last week, right? He said a lot of things. All right, in his Rick James outfit, he said a lot of things. But one thing he said that was true. He said, "I made my quarterbacks better."
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, you ask any of my quarterbacks about me. I mean, I'm sure they have a lot more to say about that than more off the field stuff than on the field. But he said, I made my quarterbacks better. And he did. He didn't have to say, hey, if you just give me an opportunity, if you just give me some more targets, you know, I can play better. He said, I made them better. And I need my wide receivers to have that type of mentality. I think Zay's got the mentality. Zay does a little too much at times. He fumbles the ball a little too much. He dances around a little too much. But those things can be fixed. But he's always trying to make something happen with the ball in his hands.
Right.
Now, the young boys, the YNs, what are they going to do this year? Because you mentioned Jacoby Lane. You know, when we drafted Jacoby Lane, I don't think myself, coach. I know Chris hated the pick because of the wide receivers that are still on the board. We felt like they're better wide receivers. We were like, all right, you know. And then we got Elijah Surratt. I think we felt a little better about Elijah Surratt in the 4th round, or 5th round. Right? It's the 5th round. Yeah, because we got
Surratt?
No, 4th. Yeah, 4th round. 4th round. Yeah. But you know, listening to Jacoby Lane, you know, seeing a little bit in practice or whatever, a little bit, right? But Jacoby Lane strikes me as one of those players that doesn't know that he's not supposed to be ready yet. You know what I'm saying? In a good way. You know what I mean? Like, you had those people like you try to tell them, like, listen, you gotta do this and that. It doesn't seem like they're listening. Like, yo, I got you.
Right.
You know, it don't seem like they're listening, but they go out there and they execute. Like, I'm feeling. It's just a feeling. I feel like Jacoby Lane doesn't realize that he has all these things he's supposed to be working on, and it's not his time yet, and he's not supposed to show out yet. But he's gonna go out there and show out.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? He got a lot of confidence in himself. Which I love. I love why she was a lot of confidence in himself. You know, it looks like he's working hard. He's working on those little things, and he might go out there and just surprise us. You know, at least me, because I don't have a lot of expectations for Jacoby Lane in the first year. Elijah Surratt, I have a little bit more expectations of him, just because he's played at a high level, get some high level competition, won a championship, and I think he's just a little bit more polished than Jacoby Lane right now, and he looks like he's all business so far. So, you know, I expect a little bit more from Surratt than I do Jacoby Lane, but they still 3rd and 4th round rookies. I don't expect that much. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, I mean, we have to have expectations for him. We don't have much, and I know Gavin says we're tripping on Rashad Bateman, but if you like him, you like him. We hope that we're wrong about him, but I've never seen so much hype over a 1st round pick that's topped off at 700 yards. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, wait, Gavin, where's Gavin's comment? I'm looking for
Gavin
it.
Tucker. It's above Marcus. It's not that far.
I'm sorry, Gavin. I missed it.
It's right below Bateman. Got 15 mil.
Okay, yeah,
but
I'm still scrolling. Y'all come in here so quick with these comments.
but like I said, I understand you like a player. We like Bateman too. We expect more out of him. But like I said, 700 yards is your ceiling. Like, that's what you've done in the league as a 1st round pick. We gotta be realistic sometimes.
Yeah, you can't say y'all tripping when he's going this 6th year. He has a cracked 1,000 yards. You can't say we're tripping. You're tripping if you think we're tripping. You cannot say we're tripping. You can say, hey, I disagree respectfully. I think I think there are reasons why he didn't get those 1,000 yards yet, but he definitely can do it, and that's fine. You know, I hope he can. But they say we're tripping. He played out his entire rookie contract and hasn't done much. Like, we can't keep projecting things onto these players. They have to go out there and show it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If he played for any other team, not named the Ravens, you wouldn't be saying this about him. That's just facts.
Yo, Queen Cub just be coming in hot. She comes in here hot.
Hey, what's good, Queen? Wow. I'm
not saying he's not trash.
She said Vader's trash, and it's time for some of the fans need to accept accept the reality right in front of their eyes. Listen, I'm not going that far. But fans do need to be realistic. And I get it. As part of being a fan, you're going to be a little unrealistic about your players. I'm sitting here talking about 3rd and 4th round wide receivers that might turn into, some dogs. It's just a feeling I have, right? But you're not going to hear me out there saying, man, y'all tripping, man. We don't need anybody else, man. We got, watch what Jacoby Lane does. Watch what Elijah Surratt does. They're going to tear it up. And I'm not doing that.
We don't know. And listen, and listen, I'm telling you right now, to this day, and Brian can tell you, I'm still talking 7 catches for 74 yards. I'm still defending James Prochet in that Denver game to this day because I like him. I know he's not the greatest, but I like him. So I'm going to defend him. So I get it. But realistically, I know that man ain't never going to score a touchdown in the NFL. But I hope he continues to have a job.
Who's that wide receiver that I swore was going to be the man in the draft? He's just not getting a shot in the NFL again. Was it Hakeem Butler?
Yeah, Hakeem.
Listen.
He's had all the chances.
Listen, to this day. Okay, you would hear me talk about Hakeem Butler. Like, I swore, I was like, look, we gotta get him, man. Like,
we thought he was
he's gonna be Megatron 2.0. In fact, he worked out with Calvin Johnson at one point. And I was like, get him, 1st round, get him. And B was like, nah, he's not it. And he got drafted later, and I was like, man, we messed up. We should have gotten him. And he didn't do anything in the league. Now I'll say this: in the UFL, he tore it up in the UFL, and I forget who picked him up. And was it the Broncos? I can't remember who picked him up. Somebody picked up. Recently.
Broncos or somebody.
And I looked at B. I was like,
he's back.
It's his time. It's his time. All he needs an opportunity. Watch what he does, right? So, like, you have those people that you kind of have a biased opinion about. And I mean, hey, we had another wide receiver like that. What was his name? I forget.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. I lied to you not. We had this conversation last week. I think it was Thursday or Friday. In one of the Ravens websites, they were talking, and somebody was like, yeah, I'm still tripping off the fact that Shamar Bridges could have been our wide receiver 1. But he's not in the NFL. He's never played it down in the NFL, but he was going to come to this organization and be wide receiver 1. Right. Yo, you like people. You like people and you have expectations and you want them to do well. I get it. But we have to look at the stats. Stats say something else. Miles Boykin. Yeah.
Miles Boykin. There was a wide receiver that came in with no expectation. We picked him up and we're like, okay, he'll just be a warm body on the roster. But when he was drafted in the 1st round, I thought he was going to be an all-time great as well. Laquan Treadwell. I know some of y'all like, who?
Right.
Who's that? Laquan Treadwell was that guy in college. Mm-hmm. He was the man. And when the Vikings drafted him, I was like, ooh, he's going to be nice.
Yeah.
Never panned out. That's why wide receiver. Yeah, ended up in the Ravens. Yep. And did nothing. Wide receiver is one of those positions where, even somebody looks like he's a can't miss, you can miss, and it's okay if you miss on wide receivers. It's okay because sometimes, it just they're not that guy. But what the smart organizations do is circle right back, and draft a wide receiver again. They don't just sit on that one wide receiver and say, all right, this ain't work. Let's get it. And look, that's exactly what the Ravens did. They got Bateman and they're like, we need more than this. Right. And it went and got Zay Flowers. So credit to EDC for that. But we need more. We need more.
Tommy Streeter.
Played
big for no reason. Played for the
big body. Yeah. Big body.
We can listen.
And that was Treadwell. Yep.
That was one of them. Listen, that was one of them wide receivers when we try to get size. We were constantly trying to get size, but that tells you size isn't the skill, because we had some tall wide receivers. Him, Marlon Brown, like they were tall wide receivers, but they never could play, bro. Marlon Brown had good rookie. He had a good rookie season, but after that,
he had that one game where we came back. We came back on Minnesota. We exchanged like 5 touchdowns in 2 minutes.
Right.
And I was like, he's here. Marlon Brown's here.
I thought he was gonna be somebody. Like oh my gosh, just Allo, I'm not showing respect. I've told y'all, most wide receivers in the NFL, the majority of them that run a sub 4.3 aren't that good. All of the super fast wide receivers that break combine records, they aren't really good, because you can't just win off speed. Like if you just look off straight speed alone, I mean, look at DeAndre Hopkins. He was not a burner. No. Cooking dudes, but no matter who the quarterback was, cooking dudes. So that 4.3, that 6'5", just Allo just shows that playing for the pew, it means nothing.
It's rare that you get a Calvin Johnson. This is rare.
Kamar Aiken. Yeah, that Calvin Johnson. And the crazy part with Calvin Johnson was he went to Georgia Tech, which was an option school. Like he didn't even have numbers in college. That's the wild part about it.
Yeah. Now, Coach C, Kamar Aiken had one good year. He had 1 year. I was just like, oh, I think we're gonna be all right. I think it was after we got rid of Anquan Bolden.
Yeah, he came.
I think it was a year after. And I was like, Kamar gonna be all right. He gonna be all right. Nah, he wasn't. He wasn't all right.
He topped off at 911 yards.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, he almost had 1,000. Like, yo, he could be somebody. He was not me. Yeah. Not in this league. Darling. Like we can make a video about the wide receivers that the Ravens have had. Like, it's not gonna be a long video. It's gonna be like 4 or 5, and then we just have a memorandum screen and just scroll through all the names. Because
Flex Zone, what's good? Says Legion of Raven Doom. Good morning, fellas. Good morning to you.
What's up?
You just talking some wide receivers. Boy Wonder says I saw that guy dropped way too many wide open passes. We had, I mean, which wide receiver you talking about? We had a lot of wide receivers that did that. Tandon Doss. Oh man. 5 minutes tops. Yeah.
Yaman Figures. Like we've had some guys.
Yaman Figures. Yep. This is, because that's why I laugh when we had these conversations about players like Bateman, like Prochet, like Bridges. I laugh because I'm like, you know how many times in the history of the Ravens we've discussed this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? DeVar Darling.
Right.
Yeah, that's a name people don't know.
Somebody said that.
Yeah.
Jaleel Scott. Who was the one drafted with Jaleel Scott?
It was it was 2 of them.
It was 2 of
them. Scott and
I can't remember that one, but they both didn't make it. Like it's just been a long history. And 2 of the better wide receivers that we had were transplants that came from Cleveland.
Yeah,
I mean, they came from Cleveland, and they for a while had the franchise records. Michael Jackson and who's the dude between the bite? Jordan Lashley.
Thank you. Yeah.
That's who it was. Lashley. Yeah. But we've gotten better.
X says Boykin was good, wasn't used properly. Well, what happened after he left here? In fact, I think he probably had his best years here.
Yeah, Clarence Moore. Forgot about Clarence Moore.
Tim White. Oh, y'all remember the Gucci. That was good. I forgot all about
Yes,
Taylor Dawson.
yes. He was from Indiana
Yep.
when Indiana did not play well. Yeah. It's crazy, but you know, we're in for better times. So, like right now, a lot of the newer Ravens fans, we're not trying to knock y'all, but y'all have Lamar Jackson. Y'all have Lamar Jackson. Y'all got Derrick Henry. Y'all got Zay Flowers. Like y'all are living in a very prosperous offensive time. We remember for years we struggled to find any type of talent. David Reed, yes. Oh Lord, like I remember all of these guys. I remember all of them. I remember the ones where I'm like, yeah, oh, he gonna be good. He gonna be good. Oh, Jamal Figures runs a 4.2. Oh, I don't care that he's 5'2. It don't matter. He runs a 4.2. Nothing happens.
We were thirsty for talent back then. Thirsty. And we still are to a certain extent. That's why we projecting things onto players that haven't proven it. And you know, when you guys think we're being negative, we're not being negative. We just seen this. We seen this rerun over and over and over, and we're trying to tell y'all, don't waste your time with it. Demetrius Williams was supposed to be that guy. Yeah,
they all were. Rashad Perryman. Listen, and it started off early on. And when I tell y'all, when I say don't draft Florida wide receivers, it started with Travis Taylor. We took him in the top 10.
Yeah,
top 10. That dude got a Super Bowl ring and didn't do diddly squat. Randy Himes didn't do nada for this organization. So
Mark Clayton.
Bro, don't talk about Mark Clayton. He owes me a jersey. You owe me a jersey, sir.
Oh, they stay hating on Kyle Hamilton. Where did that come from?
We didn't even mention Kyle.
Where did that come from?
Kevin Johnson.
I don't hate Kyle. First of all, that's when have you heard me say anything bad about Kyle Hamilton? You have not. The most you'll hear me say about Kyle Hamilton is, he needs to get more turnovers. That's it.
Yeah,
that's it. I think Kyle Hamilton is great. I think the world of him. I had no problems with Kyle Hamilton. The other guy we drafted in the first round last year, he needs to step up.
Right.
Yeah.
Travis Taylor is still 9th all time in wide receiver yards for the Rams.
Wow.
And what does he have? Just like 2,700 yards, maybe.
Right. Glance more. Oh man. Yeah.
So yes, we're in a very good situation right now. Very good situation when it comes to wide receivers. And when we say go add a Stephon Diggs, maybe take a flyer on a Tyreek Hill, we're speaking from experience of watching this team go through those dark ages where we struggle with the wide receiver room. Lamar shouldn't have to make all these plays on his own. And not to say these young guys aren't going to be able to do it, but we don't know yet. We think very highly of Elijah Surratt. Like, I think that he's going to ball out. I think he's going to have 800 yards, but we don't know. What's the problem with bringing in somebody that you've seen do it before in the NFL? And you think that it's going to stunt somebody's growth? Man, these teams are throwing for 5,000 yards. You telling me all these guys can't eat? If the offensive coordinator deems it so, okay, maybe Derrick Henry doesn't rush as many times as he does, 300 times in a season. Take some of those carries from him. We don't have a reliable backup, so we're going to have to throw the ball. So all of these wide receivers are going to get their opportunity to make plays. So don't tell me bringing somebody in that we're not going to be able to get the ball spread out around everybody else. Like Mark Andrews ain't going to be that dude. So what y'all thinking? So the targets that he's gotten in the past can go to one of those young guys. So bringing in a Stephon Diggs, so what? That's 50, 60 receptions, maybe 80 targets. It's 18. Yeah. It's 17 games.
Right.
Do the math.
And also, like, I gotta stress this. There's a difference between expectations
27
and predictions. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what you laughing at.
He said 27.58, and I was just guessing when I said 2,700 yards.
For Chaz Taylor. Yep. He said, Lord help us. Ninth all time.
Still top 10. And that dude ain't played with us since like 2001, 2002.
27.58. Has Bateman surpassed that?
No, Bateman has 22 or 21 something. Going into year 6.
Going into year 6. I mean, all right. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like that's not me hating on them. All we're doing is laying out the facts here.
All right.
All we're doing is laying out the facts.
All right.
All right.
And people forget the part where we say we want them to do better. We want them to play well. They seem to skirt around that fact. All they hear is the numbers ain't numbering.
That ain't good. Right. You're supposed to have that after 2 years.
Facts. As a first round pick. Facts.
Yeah. First round pick under John Harbaugh. Okay, 3 or 4 years, because
he ain't gonna let you shine.
Right. But look, there's a difference between expectations and predictions, right? Mm-hmm. We predict things all the time. We project things all the time. Oh, he's going to do this. He's going to do this. But what do you actually expect? Expectation means if Zay Flowers has less than 1,000 yards this year, what are we going to be saying? Are we going to be saying had a hot year? Well, I mean, I guess it depends on touchdowns. If he has 20 touchdowns, you'd be like, all right, he tore it up. But if he has under 10 touchdowns and under 1,000 yards, you can be like, take a step back. That's not what we expected. If he has 800 yards, 5 touchdowns, you're like, I don't know if we should pay him, or I don't know if we should have paid him. Mm-hmm. If Elijah Surratt only gives you 200 yards, 2 or 3 touchdowns.
Oh man.
What do we say about that? Are we gonna be saying, oh, Michael Camp? Oh, Mike Camp. We don't.
That's the hometown kid.
Yeah. We can't diss the Howard County kid. No. Warehouse. Listen. Shout out to Michael Campanaro. Okay.
Listen. All right. Listen. Warehouse. What we not gonna do over here is clown soft tissue injury. We not gonna do that. Listen. He was born with one of them.
Listen, man. He was actually pretty good. He just didn't have a football body.
Wait for it. He didn't.
He like Michael Campanaro could ball. The 2 minutes that he was in the game, he did something. He just if you hit him, then he's gonna be out the game. That one hurt. That one stung a little bit. That one stung, Warehouse. I ain't gonna lie. Okay.
Yeah, if the breeze was a little too strong, it was a core muscle injury. Like
Facts. I be saying River Hill. River Hill. Now he didn't go Wild Lake. He went to River Hill, Team Ramey. He went to River Hill.
He was always a concussion protocol.
Oh man, listen, that Pride of Columbia right there, right? That one hurt. That one hurt. But look, Elijah Surratt gets 200 yards.
Right.
What are we saying about that? Are we saying bust? Or are we just saying, 4th year?
Chris Moore.
Chris Moore. Yeah.
We saying that's a win. Chris Moore is still in the league. Like
is it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's bounced around. He finds a team.
Good for him.
He finds a team. I don't understand how, because he does little extracurricular activities, but Surratt, yeah. But for Surratt, if he gets 200 some yards, I'm happy. I know a lot of people are going to be disappointed because of the hype surrounding him, but he's a 4th round pick. We shouldn't put all of this expectation on a 4th round pick to come out here and have 500 yards, maybe 6 touchdowns. Like even they say that we're negative, right? But we're sitting here talking about pay Zay Flowers, give him the money, make him a career Raven. But there's guys out there after what he's done these last 2 seasons still talking about he don't catch touchdowns. But we're the negative ones, right? We're the ones talking about, he can give you all these yards, but he ain't getting touchdowns. I mean, he came on late in the year, but people are always going to find something wrong with what they don't like. And you saying he's not worth that money for the Ravens, who is? When it comes to wide receivers, he's the best wide receiver that's been drafted. You got Torrey Smith, who came out like gangbusters in his first game. He was solid for the Ravens, but he's been nothing to what Zay Flowers has been. And you want to let him go, but you're willing to pay a 31, soon to be 32-year-old pass rusher who just came off a core muscle surgery up to $120 million at this point in his career. But yet still the young guy that we drafted, the homegrown talent, when it comes to paying him, there's always a reason why we can't get it done offensively.
Yeah. Lane will get more in reps for being the higher pick. What do you expect? Give me some numbers here. I want some numbers. Jacoby Lane, how many yards, how many touchdowns are we expecting? Oh, Chris Moore was on the Commanders last year. How many years he been in the league?
Yeah, he's been in the league at least, I'm gonna say 10.
Good for him. Good for
him. He played with Flacco.
That's right.
So that dude finds a team. Yeah, I'll be saying that New England Patriots game, Torrey Smith pissed me off.
That's all right. Look, Torrey Smith made some clutch catches for us too, so I ain't gonna,
But that last throw, people want to blame Flacco. That game where we had two touchdown lead twice on the Patriots, I think it was 2014, 2015, one of them years.
Yeah.
That last throw when people are like, oh, there go Flacco throwing an interception. He threw to a spot. Torrey Smith stopped on. He did a Rashad Bateman and stopped on a route, and then looked up and was like, oh, and then tried to run.
I never blame the offense for that. We had two touchdown leads, and the defense gave it up.
No. I don't blame Torrey Smith. Yeah. I blame, and if you've been here before, Rashawn Melvin. Because I went to his house after that game, bro. He gave up 238 yards and like 3 touchdowns or something like that. And I went to his house to fix his cable after that, bro. I'm fixing that dude cable like this.
I blame that safety we got. Remember that safety we drafted?
Which one?
I forget his name. He didn't last long. We got him in I think it was the first round.
Talking about Matt Elam?
Elam. Yep. Because he gave up a long touchdown that game too to get them back in it. Ty, thank you for the super chat. It says, with Zay, we in the red zone or knocking on the door. Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts. Yeah. I'm not expecting much from late round wide receivers, to be honest. Okay. Yep.
Shouldn't.
All right. Imani, what's good?
Good morning.
Thanks for coming through. Okay. So if we're not expecting that, yeah, Elam was a bust. He was a bust. Yeah.
But and this is for people who think that, we think that EC is just Mr. Everything. It wasn't just him. The second round pick was Arthur Brown. So we thought we had our reincarnation of Ed Reed and Ray Lewis. We was like, this first and second round pick is going to take us into the future. Both of them couldn't play.
That hurt.
I thought Arthur Brown was going to be that guy.
Yeah. Coach says, I'm back. Had to record episode 3 of Power Rankings. Yes, nice. Coach's Power Rankings are coming out. The best Power Rankings in the game. And I'm not just saying that, man. Like, that's a fact. That's a fact. The best Power Rankings in the game. That's going to be over on More Sip to Tally, Coach. I believe he puts those on More Sip to Tally. Subscribe to both channels, Sip to Tally and More Sip to Tally. But check out those Power Rankings because he puts a lot into those. There's a formula to it, and it is really pretty accurate. It is pretty accurate, right? Because you be sitting there saying, "What? There ain't what?" Right. And watch the season go, and you'll find out. So check it out. Yeah, if we're not expecting that much from 3rd and 4th round wide receivers, then why are we saying we don't need to sign anybody?
Right.
The arguments we have about Rashad Bateman, I haven't really heard anybody say that man gonna have over 1,000 yards this year. Mm-hmm. This is gonna be a breakout year. I don't hear those things.
Right.
And I just need to hear that. I need to hear, I expect him to have this much this year. If we going and sign Stephon Diggs this year, what's the expectation for Stephon Diggs? Even though we're getting him at the end, 1,000 yards. Even though we're getting him, in July, nobody signed him yet. We're just picking him off the street. The expectation is still 1,000 yards for Stephon Diggs.
Right.
NDT Sports says Matt Elam had good.
He probably had one good rep.
One good rep. Oh yeah, against Megatron, and thought he was best safety in the game. Yeah, I remember that game. That's when Justin Tucker kicked that first 63-yarder to kill their hopes and dreams. Yeah. Megatron didn't have his best game in that game, and he did think he locked him down. And you know what? So did I. I said, "Yep, Matt Elam's gonna be that guy." I'm telling you, we've experienced heartbreak so many times with these picks over the years, and this is under Ozzy. Under Ozzy. So that's what I'm saying. When we say Ozzy wasn't perfect, we just listed a bunch of names that show his imperfection. But for all those wide receivers that he drafted, that he was terrible at drafting wide receivers, he go and get you an Anquan Bolden. He go and get you a Steve Smith. Derek Mason. Like he go and get somebody to make up for those bad picks, and that's what needs to happen right now. Right now, Jimmy Smith was a monster in the game. Yeah. Jimmy Smith was a monster his whole career.
Thanks.
Yep. All right, we're gonna end it here. All right, man, that's what I'm talking about. Over 100 people, 111 people in here. Hit that like button.
Oh, don't do it, Marcus. Don't do it, Marcus.
What Marcus say?
He talking about the Kamala Correa pick over Derrick Henry, and listen, and Bronson Kafusi over Joe Thuney. Like we could have had that team, but for some reason we needed a running back. That's the part that I don't
wide receiver.
That's what I don't understand. You need a running back, terribly bad, and you get to the second round and you see Derrick Henry sitting there, Heisman Trophy winner, Alabama ties with
Alabama
ties with Ozzy, and somehow you still say, I'm gonna go get this Mormon and hope he pans out because he's a really good guy.
All right, think about this, y'all. Think about this. Imagine having Lamar Jackson in 2019 with Derrick Henry.
So what you telling me is Derrick Henry 2019 means we don't have to go out there and bring in free agent Mark Ingram, which means we could have went and got a wide receiver instead to pair instead of having that wide receiver where we had. We didn't want a Super Bowl. In 2019, we won a Super Bowl. No doubt. Oh, I'm sorry, John Harbaugh was still here, but we didn't want a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That's the problem, Coach. He couldn't cover kicks.
He couldn't
play special teams. He wasn't a gunner.
And that's crazy that we did that with all our draft picks. I don't care if it was first round, whatever. That's how Jimmy Smith got hurt his rookie season, covering kicks. And that's why he missed like the first two or three games his rookie year, because he was out there covering kicks.
Yeah. That's John Harbaugh. That's what happens when you hire a special teams coach that thinks this is college. Facts. Trying to coach grown men. We passed up on AJ Brown. I mean, we all right. We'll talk about this tomorrow. We can talk about what the what could have been team, the all what could have been team,
the all maybe.
And we're not even gonna get crazy with it. I'm going to pick out some players that were just obvious picks, like George Pickens. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't it was hindsight's 2020 now. Like you can say that now. Nah, everybody said George Pickens at the time. We needed a wide receiver. We literally just traded away a wide receiver. Nobody wanted Ojabo. No diss Ojabo. But you know what I'm saying? Queen over Higgins. Yes.
That was obvious.
Yeah, you're right. We had Crabtree, Kwame. It was all good. We had Crabtree.
Don't forget what's his face? Philadelphia Eagle. Who was with he was with Deshaun Jackson in Philadelphia.
Wait. Macklin?
Jeremy Macklin. Yes, we did. We had Jeremy Macklin. He fell off a cliff.
That's right. John Brown was all right for us.
John Brown was cool. He didn't like playing with Lamar.
Yeah.
Mike Wallace. Yeah. Mike Wallace.
Wallace.
I saw him at the Olive Garden on Owens Mills. I honestly didn't know it was him at first because I'm looking at him and I'm walking out and I'm like, that looked like Mike Wallace. But then I was like, Thorpe, like he's so tiny. Like he looked like a kid walking up to him. I'm like, this team playing the NFL? Okay. But he was out there doing his thing, though. He had 1,000 yards for us. And yeah, Nelson Aguilar and his mishaps.
Listen, I need to clip that. That was one of the best. That was one of the best clips ever.
Right. Yeah.
All right. We getting out of here. Look, y'all have a great day. I know it's Monday. You know what I'm saying? If you're not feeling work today, only give them 20%.
All right. Sorry. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
I said don't go. But it's a short work week. Friday, everybody should be off Friday. Now that I think about it. 4th of July.
And if you got work Friday, only give them 10%. All right. All right. Y'all be great today.